Hello, everybody. We're back with another episode of The Lifestyle Sports. It's AR from the 210. We had an eventful NBA playoff night last night. We had much to discuss. But the first topic we're going to get into, since the trade of Julio Jones just took place, shout out to the Tennessee Titans. I believe they won that trade, just want to mention. But since this trade has took place, a big question is, what team in the NFL has the best wide receiver duos? There's so many players you can choose from, so many teams. I feel like the NFL is real talented. I feel like you could watch almost any game and see some type of star play. So I'm loving this next season coming up. But I'm gonna narrow it down to three, my best three, who I feel like is gonna make the biggest impact coming up this NFL season. So when we look at the three, I have to go with, this is in no order just yet, but I have to go with the Dallas Cowboys receivers, of course, Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper, since he's been in Dallas, has been real productive. I love the way he's played. Some games better than others, but overall, Cooper has made his impact. CeeDee Lamb, a great first year, great rookie year. He finally has a starting quarterback to play with this season. So, of course, I'm expecting big things from him. The next receivers, I have to go with the Titan receivers of Julio Jones and A.J. Brown. That trade was massive, and that's going to definitely impact the AFC. Julio Jones, he's going to be able to teach A.J. Brown so much. He's still in his prime. He's off top, one of the best receivers to ever play if you look at numbers-wise. A.J. Brown, of course, is cold. Since he's came in, he's been good, and he'll be able to learn so much from Julio. I just think they'll both make the field. It'll just be easier to play. When both of them are on the field, you got to worry about so much. That was a great trade. The next duo I have to rock with is the Bucs receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. They just came off a Super Bowl win. They have Tom Brady, the living legend, the greatest quarterback of all time. So this upcoming season, I expect them two to be healthy and be ready to go. And we'll see how they pick up from where they left off last year. Now, with those top three, my top three being said, of course, the best two I have to go with, the best receiver duo is Dallas. It's the Dallas Cowboys duo of CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. I choose Dallas because this is the return of Dak Prescott. He's coming back from injury. He has a lot to prove. And if you look at Pro Football Focus, they have Dak Prescott as the number 7 quarterback this season. So everybody knows Dak is coming back. And he was able to sit out last year and able to watch Mike McCarthy and see how the offense is run from a distance. You know, sometimes that's important to just sit back and watch how things go. So I expect a big season from Dak this year. Also, with Dallas, I expect a healthy offensive line. And if we go to Pro Football Focus, they have the Dallas offensive line ranked number 6 coming into this season. So that's pretty big. With the offensive line, a good offensive line and a good quarterback that gives you time to throw and your quarterback is on target, I expect big things from CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. Now, I also have to mention that CeeDee Lamb, I expect a big number 2 season from CeeDee Lamb. I feel like this could be the year he could be the number 1 receiver. Maybe that's a big bet on CD, but I love what I saw from him last year, and I feel like more consistent throws and a more consistent quarterback. This could be the year he takes over that number 1 spot, and Cooper could just slide as the number 2 receiver. And I feel like everything will flow nice. But regardless of that fact, when we look at the Bucs, Tom Brady is only getting older. You cannot defeat Father Time. You can't defeat Father Time. That's something you just can't. Every player has his end and day. So Tom Brady's only getting older. This could be the season of the decline. It may be another Super Bowl season because he's hard to doubt Tom. But it may be the decline. And then when we look at the Titans, I love their receiver duo, but their O-line and their quarterback ranked out of the top 10 when we go to Pro Football Focus. That's very important. So I feel like that's something they got to build on as well. But I'm not knocking their team. I do expect them to be in the playoffs this year, and I do think they'll be explosive. But when we look at those two things, I feel like that's going to hold them back from some of their competition. So I have to go with the Dallas Cowboys and their receiving core going into this season. Shout out Cooper and shout out CeeDee Lamb. I'm expecting big things.